Hello and welcome to What's Up London. I'm your host, Melissa Maloney. Fall is in full swing, and so are the incredible community events that make London such a vibrant, connected city. Today we're talking about kindness, inclusion, creativity, and even a little suspense. So let's dive in. When temperatures drop, one simple act can make a world of difference, and that's where 519 Pursuit steps in. Their 8th annual 519 Pledge for Socks is underway, helping local shelters, outreach teams, and individuals facing homelessness stay warm this season. Joining me is Alison DeBlair, Executive Director of 519 Pursuit, to share how this grassroots initiative continues to grow and how you can get involved. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming in. Love talking about this every year. So before we got started, you were telling me about last year's, we'll say success, your celebration in terms of how many you crossed last year?
Yeah, so last year was our 7th year of doing this campaign, and we were able to raise our 545,000 pair of socks. So that brought us over the $500,000 mark in 7 years. So just incredible to know where we started from and where we are today.
Yeah, so a lot of socks.
Yes, a lot.
It's a lot of socks. So what's the goal for socks this year?
The goal is over 100,000 pairs of socks. Each year the need gets a lot bigger. With the spring that we just had, it was wet, a lot of rain, so the socks were more important at that time. So we're trying to make sure that we have enough socks to get us through the year forward until the campaign returns.
Okay, that makes sense. And then I know we were talking about a big goal for the next few years.
Yes, so we're hoping that together with the community, we can reach 1 million pairs of socks collected and donated by our 10th year campaigning. It's a very lofty goal, but we know that we can do it.
It's absolutely amazing what you do for community, and it truly is a grassroots. You pound the pavement, you do the work. Why are socks so important? Like, when people think about all the things they can give, why are socks where you spend so much time?
Socks are something that we kind of take for granted as individuals who have housing. When we go home after a long day, we can take our shoes off, we can take our socks off, we can air out our feet. For our friends facing homelessness, the socks that they're wearing is the socks that they're literally living in. They're not always having the opportunity to take off their shoes or socks. If it's in the winter, walking through, snow and sludge and stuff on the sidewalk, that's going into your shoes and into your socks. And so socks not only promote warmth, but they promote healthy feet.
Yeah. And I would think, like you were saying, with the spring being as wet as it was, and even winter, we've all been out and walked the dog and had the slush soaked through our shoes, and having to stay in that cold, I can't even imagine. So by having extra pairs of socks that you can give out to people, then that can help them at least swap out, I assume?
Yeah. When we're out in the community doing our outreach, oftentimes we're asked for socks. And when we have socks available to give to people, we've heard people say, this is like winning the lottery. Having this fresh pair of socks is so helpful to get me through my day, kind of to actually put a healthy foot forward, to, take yourself out of that constant chill or just the stubbornness of having wet socks. I know for me personally, if my socks are wet, I want to get home and get those off right away. For our friends, that's not an opportunity that they have all the time.
Yeah, so it's so valuable. And we were talking about the different types of socks that you need.
Yes, so we talk about, obviously, wool socks are awesome. Ankle socks are needed. Tube socks, but then we also focus on the conversation around white socks and why white socks. You would think, why does a homeless person who maybe doesn't have access to laundry or to keep them clean want a white pair of socks? But it's because socks that have color or pattern and things like that, they have dye in them. And we've seen time and time again, our friends, when they don't have the opportunity to take their shoes off or take those socks off, the dye in those colored socks or patterned socks actually start to dye their skin. So we just want to add a white sock to the bottom layer, and then we will give them, any sock that we have available. But just to kind of give that dignity and give that opportunity to just have one less thing to worry about, we really do push for white socks.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
So we are almost out of time. It always flies by
Yes.
us. And I know you wanted to potentially give a shout out to a company who's been doing a ton of donations.
Yes. So Sock Rocket in Alberta, they found us on social media. I think it was 3 campaigns ago, and they've been sending us thousands of pairs of socks. Like, I'm talking skids of socks. So I just wanted to give a shout out to them to say thank you, because if it weren't for their great donation each year, we would be running out by April, May. So they're really pushing us through the summer and getting us to our next campaign.
Amazing. And
Yes.
I'll put the shout out for you.
Yes.
London companies, we could also use some extra socks
that would
and
be
gloves.
amazing. For sure, yes.
Awesome. How can people find the campaign so they can help donate?
Yeah, so you can register as an individual or as a team at 519pursuit.ca/pledge. And when you register, we have a campaign toolkit. We have folders with posters. We have social media posts that are ready for you to go. It's really, really easy to get involved with, and it's made for everybody.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
Thank
coming in.
you.
We'll be right back.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Carbon monoxide is a deadly gas you can't see, smell, or taste.
Homes with fuel-burning appliances and/or attached garages must have working CO alarms installed outside all sleeping areas.
Don't let the silent killer get you. Install working CO alarms today.
Jeff from Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff here, and we are back for another incredible season of Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff. We're gonna tour some amazing backyards. We're gonna meet up with some great folks, and we're gonna cook some incredible food. Join us Thursdays at 7:30 for Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff.
You start smiling, crawling with something in his mouth. I'm trying to open my eyes, but you know what? That's how they are. They're just small. Tink, tink.
For 25 years, you've been helping to make our roads safer by doing the right thing. You've been the designated driver, you've stayed over, called home, you've called a cab or a friend, and planned ahead. Let's keep doing the right thing. Support sober driving by getting yourself and your friends home safely.
Do the right thing.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
Up next, we're talking about sports, inclusion, and a whole lot of fun. The Marathon of Sport for London returns on Saturday, October 18th, bringing together Special Olympics athletes and local participants for a full day of friendly competition, all in support of the Special Olympics Canada Foundation. Here to tell us more about this amazing day of connection and impact is Justin Mulligan, the event director for Motion Ball London. Welcome to the show, Justin.
Thank you very much. The nickname, yeah.
The nickname, it just follows you?
Yeah, it's just taken on a mind of its own, yeah.
It means it's a good one.
Yes,
It means
exactly.
It's got heart.
Yeah.
So I'm super intrigued about all of this because it just sounds so fun.
Yeah.
And we were chatting a little bit before. So let's start with what is this amazing day?
So Marathon of Sport is Motion Ball's flagship event where we bring together every ability and we just have a fun day playing what I call like recess style sports.
Yeah.
And we just get to interact with some amazing Special Olympic athletes and raise awareness and funds for a great cause.
So what are some of the events?
Some of the events, so like I said, recess style games. So basketball, ultimate frisbee, some soccer, a motion ball. Marathon of Sport favorite is bench ball, which is kind of a take on dodgeball that's a little bit more inclusive and not as violent. And then, so it just basically depends on how many teams we have, and we add more sports as we go, like obstacle courses and all kinds of stuff.
Awesome, super cool. So this isn't just a London event. This is done across the country.
Across the country, yeah. So it's more than one event. We host about 50 events annually across the country. 19 cities host Marathon of Sports like I do. And then we're on 26 university campuses trying to find the next version of me and the new generation of donors and sponsors.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a big movement.
And so it's typically connected with a university then,
So that's our whole Motion Ball U program. So that's where we look for the next version of event directors, which is what I do. So we're inspiring the youth to kind of take ownership and get involved in the community and take over for us as we continue to age.
Once those recess games become a little harder.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
That's awesome. So what all do the funds that are raised for this event help support?
So they help support just Special Olympics in general. So the cool thing about the Marathon of Sport things is at Motion Ball's request, we keep 70% of the funds raised provincially. So that goes to the provincial Special Olympics chapter, and it's used for equipment, uniforms, basically anything that the government can't provide funding for that we can pick up the tab for. 25% goes to the National Special Olympics Canada Foundation to support the national sustainability of the organization, and then 5% goes to our No Good Way campaign.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit more about the No Good Way campaign then, because I think this is amazing.
Yeah, so the No Good Way campaign is an initiative that we have come up with to help eliminate the use of the R word in everyone's vocabulary. It's very hurtful to someone with intellectual disabilities, and just really there is no good way to use it, which is the whole backbone of the movement. It's actually a station at the Marathon of Sport, so throughout the day you have to take the No Good Way pledge, where you read the oath and you pledge not to use the word in your day-to-day life.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things when you think about, we were talking about just the community that is involved in Special Olympics and the people who are involved in Special Olympics, and it's a wonderful group of people and a wonderful community that I know in my work have brought me joy.
Yeah, very much.
What led to your involvement with this?
So I got involved, we throw galas as well, so there's a big gala in Toronto, which is kind of like the marquee event. So I started going to that when I lived in Toronto, and I got to know the organizers and the founders, and basically just fell in love with the movement. And like you said, the people, like the people you meet and the athletes are so personable and so welcoming, and just literally what we're trying to aspire to be, like just so inclusive. Like they just don't judge you and they just love you, and you really leave with your cup full at the end of the day. And part of the part that I love is just like you walk in and you develop these relationships. Like we have people of all walks of life, and you just get to mingle and interact with the very people you're fundraising with, and you leave with lifelong friendships. Like athletes are great. For the athletes, it's great. They get to participate in the event and it gets them out. But like at the same time, it's networking and it's social and it's them belonging to a community. And I think I DM back and forth with tons of athletes, and everyone looks forward to it. And when you see them at the gala, it's just like an old friend. You pick up right where you left off, and it's just so it's really good.
That's amazing. Yeah. How can people connect to either join a team or donate?
So our website is www.motionball.com/London. That'll take you right to our event page.
Okay.
We have Instagram, which is motionball and then LND for London. So you can find us there as well. Or just Justin@motionball.com is my email. So happy to help anyone.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing with us today.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Hi, I'm Kathleen from Hiking with Kathleen. Please join me this season where I bring you on my great adventures of hiking, paddling, and camping. And I bring you up close to wildlife as I see them on my hikes.
My name is Ryan Dyson, and I drive the number 28 Superstock at Delaware Speedway and across Ontario all summer long. You can check out our YouTube series right here on Rogers TV.
Wednesdays are for the Nationals. Watch live coverage of the London Nationals home schedule on Rogers TV. Catch the action Wednesday nights at 7 p.m.
After a night out with your friends, not having a plan for a safe ride home can leave you in a bad spot. You could end up riding in a police car, an ambulance, or a hearse. These unplanned modes of transportation can be a costly choice and do not take you home. Your plan could include a designated driver, a taxi, or public transit. Drink responsibly, choose your ride, and have a plan for a safe ride home.
Visit arrivealive.org to find out more.
Now, If you are looking for a night of elegance and impact, Merrymount's annual gala is one you don't want to miss. Taking place Friday, November 7th at the London Hunt and Country Club, this year's theme is the magic of childhood, and it supports 24/7 children's mental wellness programs for families across our region. Joining me are Michelle Franklin, Executive Director, and Evan Britt, Fundraising and Events Coordinator. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Pleasure to see you again.
Glad to have you back. I am a big fan of the gala. So why don't we start with a little bit about Merrymount in case people in our audience don't know what Merrymount does, who you serve, and the program specifically.
Right. Well, Merrymount does a lot. We have a lot of programs and services geared to help enhance the overall well-being for children and families throughout London and area. And like you mentioned, the funds from the gala benefit our child mental wellness program specifically. So it's a program for children aged 4 to 12 who are experiencing or at risk of experiencing a mental health crisis. Some kids come for the day, some kids come after school, some children stay overnight if it fits with their plans of care. We have 18 beds.
Wow.
So it's a really great program all around building social emotional skills and mental wellness in children.
Amazing. It really is incredible work that you do at Merrymount and all of the community that you serve, because it's a large group that you serve. So thank you for everything that you do.
Yes, we're very fortunate to have a great team.
Yes.
Great staff team.
And that brings us to the amazing event that is your annual gala.
That's right.
So let's talk about this year's gala. What's happening at the gala this year?
Well, you nailed it. It's on a Friday this year, which we're very exciting about. Hunt Club is a beautiful venue presented by a fantastic sponsor, Rembrandt Homes, who's been a big supporter of Merrymount. We really appreciate them. We've lots to look forward to this year. Our theme is the magic of childhood, which obviously is all about capturing that, the spirit of imagination and the resilience of children and families in our neighborhood. So we're very excited for that. People attending have a lot to look forward to. Obviously, anyone who's been to the Hunt Club before knows the menu is fantastic. So we're excited about the hors d'oeuvres, our menu selection for the evening. Our entertainment is great. We also have a very personal connection with our main entertainment. We have one of London's top dance bands, Gravity Junkie, is joining us. Their backup vocalist and guitarist, Mike, has a Merrymount connection because his mother was actually in Merrymount back in the 1960s.
Wow.
So he was very excited about reaching out, and we really appreciate the connection. It's a really lovely full circle moment for us.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So we know amazing food always at Hunt. So in terms of the entertainment, what does is it a dance group? It
is, yeah. So they're a live 5-piece band. They definitely rock pretty hard, so we're excited about that. We're hoping to keep the party going a little into the night this year. So though tonight, obviously, a celebration is a night of impact as well, as you said, and so though we're focused on a fantastic guest experience overall, we also really want to show what's possible when we all come together and really just exhibit the spirit of Merrymount. We have a few other, obviously, interesting things up our sleeves, with the theme being the magic of childhood.
I know, you caught my attention there. Because you said imagination and I was like, ooh, and creativity, what's happening?
So can't spoil everything, but we've got some nice surprises up our sleeve. We also have a fantastic MC this year. CTV News' Nick Paparella will be MCing for us, who does a fantastic job all the time. But we're really looking forward to it. As of we're filming this right now, we're actually a month away on the dot, which is very exciting. It's really coming along. So we really just want to thank right now all of our community support. Our sponsors are fantastic, our volunteer committee members, and there's still ways to go. So we're looking to sell tickets, still get sponsorships. Auction donations are a fantastic help for us. No help is really too big or too small. So we appreciate all the support we get from the community.
So knowing that when this airs, you'll still have a little bit of time before the gala, in terms of silent auction is always one of my favorite things about a fun event. Do you have anything exciting up your sleeve already for the silent auction that you can share?
We do. We've got a package right now from Air Canada. So we've got some tickets that we're going to have to pair with a little bit of a package. So that's all I'll say right now. We've got more coming in. We're really excited. The support from the community has been great. Been doing a lot of outreach. So it's going to be varied. There's going to be lots of options. You don't have to attend the event to get involved with the silent auction, obviously. We will also be doing a live auction there, a few items as well, just to keep things going. So lots to look forward to. Still growing, still putting some packages together, but we're really happy with where we're at right now.
That's amazing. That's amazing. As we wrap up, what's the best way for people to connect with you, to either, I would say, on both sides, if they need support and to get involved in the event?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say our website, merrymount.on.ca.
Okay, for both things.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Yep, you'll be directed to the event page there, and tickets can be purchased there. More information is available as well, and of course, you can always reach out to us.
Okay, that's amazing. Good luck with the event. We will definitely send people your way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.
Here are 3 reasons why your social strategies should include Rogers TV. Reason number 1 is we have hyper-local audiences. The community TV channel gives you a chance to engage with people where you live, so you really get to know your neighbors and they get to know you. Reason number 2 is we can help diversify your distribution. With social media, it's really important to be able to have a wider audience, and Rogers TV can actually help complement your online presence by delivering to a different audience. And it's actually really easy to repurpose your existing content or to just create new material specifically tailored for community TV. And finally, reason number 3 is we can help enhance your credibility and your trust. And by aligning your brand with Rogers TV, you can tap into that trust that viewers have. This can boost your reputation, especially among viewers who favor local businesses and value community involvement. 1, 2, 3. It's that easy to build your local audience with Rogers TV.
Join the high-energy, bodyweight-based workouts of the Thunder Twins. Gerald and Harold will get all shapes and sizes up and moving. Catch the Thunder Mondays at noon.
If you're in the mood for something thrilling, dark, and perfect for spooky season, Odesa Company has you covered. Their upcoming production of Misery, based on the novel by Stephen King, takes the stage October 23rd to 26th at the Princess Ave Playhouse in St. Thomas. Joining me are Scott Smalley, co-director and co-owner of Odesa Company, and Andrew Dodd, who stars as novelist Paul Sheldon. Welcome to the show, Scott and Andrew.
Thanks, Melissa. Thank you.
Super excited to have you here. Love this. I know that it's the movie, but before we get into Misery, let's talk Odesa. So tell us a little bit about Odesa for people who maybe aren't aware of your company.
So Odesa Company is an independent theater company in town, and we were founded in 2022.
Nice.
And we put on theater in town in London and also in St. Thomas. And our particular brand of theater is a mix of, we've done some fantasy shows. For example, we did a show called Stage Quest, which was sort of based on games like Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
We did a show in July at the Auburn Stage at the Grand called Shakespeare's Oz,
yes,
which was a world premiere of a mashup between Wizard of Oz in the style of Shakespeare, which was really well received.
Amazing.
Yeah, and but we also do shows that are somewhat serious, that pick away at the underbelly of society. For example, and also darker themes. So Dracula was our inaugural show. We like to go really dark with that. It seems like Chris and I, my brother is the co-director as well, it seems like Chris and I really like doing those dark shows. The ones that we direct are dark. But Dracula, The Elephant Man was another one.
We talked about that one last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now Misery. So yeah.
Luckily, Misery is a fun family romp.
100%, like totally rom-com.
Yeah,
like,
musical numbers and the whole, bring the kids,
It's been adapted.
So, for those of people who don't know the plot line for Misery, if by some chance they've never, heard of Stephen King.
He's an author. Check him out.
Yeah,
he wrote books. It's like the internet on paper.
He did some pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe, Andrew, could you give a little bit of sort of a high-level summary of what Misery is?
Sure. It's about an author of these romance novels, which are very popular. They've sort of become the secret to his success. It's sort of a cash cow for him. And he befalls an unfortunate accident and finds himself in the home of his self-proclaimed #1 fan, who turns out to have some serious problems of her own. And pretty soon, Paul discovers that he can't leave. So, as I said, fun for the whole family.
Yeah. So definitely a little bit on the dark side.
Yeah.
So Andrew, why is this a character that is a fun character to play, or what draws you to this type of character?
Yeah. Well, the show is what originally drew me. It's dark, but it's like a dark, not comedy, but it has levity to it, and sort of. So anyway, that's just always fun to play, to explore the sort of, as Scott said, the dark side of humanity. Paul is the characters are both complex. Annie and Paul are the two main characters. And there's a lot going on beneath the surface there, especially for Annie, but Paul too has a character arc that was kind of surprising to explore. I'd only really thought about Annie before, but getting deep into Paul, I'm like, yeah, he learns something, he goes on a journey. It's a hard lesson for him to learn, but he gets there, and so as an actor, that's always fun to explore.
Amazing.
I think that's one of the things that has been really enjoyable about this process as well, is, you know, when you read the script, it's like, it's sort of, not that playing the role of Annie Wilkes is easy, it's quite demanding emotionally and physically, but you look at it and you think, oh, you know, Annie's kind of the star of the show, and it's kind of easier to kind of maybe pick out the character of Annie. But digging deeper in rehearsals, as we've done on the character of Paul, has been really rewarding, because there is quite a lot of meat on the bone in the script, and there are, you know, we've had to dig a little bit deeper as to who Paul is, and think about the things on the periphery as to, instead of like exactly what's written in the script. But it's been nice digging at that character and finding the depth in that, and then finding the similarities between Paul and Annie and things that they have to overcome.
How are they kindred spirits? Yeah.
We're already out of time, which I know is crazy. But how can people get tickets?
You can go to www.odesa.company, so odesa.company/tickets. They're $30, and they're on sale now.
Amazing. I'm sure it'll sell out. This is going to be a good one.
Thank you.
By Halloween, too. Amazing. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks,
Thank you.
And that is a wrap for today's episode of What's Up London. Please be sure to follow, like, and share our guests' information on social media, and definitely attend the events that you can. A huge thank you to everyone for tuning in and for supporting our amazing Forest City. Until next time, stay safe, be kind, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
Hi everyone, my name's Emily Febri. I'm also known as Ranger M. I'm an environmental communicator and educator, and I get to talk to a lot of different people about all things nature and conservation. I love to knowledge share, and that's what I want to do with you. So come on, let's go learn with Ranger M.
It's closing time, and you stayed out longer than you planned. So now you can't drive, and the buses have stopped running. You could always